welcome back. I hope that you're doing great. It's nice to see you, but I really don't see you, but it's nice to be back. I thought that today I would do a different type of video. It is beauty related, but I don't think I've seen anyone do this particular one. If I have, then it's just I haven't. If there is one out there and I just haven't seen it, then I apologize. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my palette collection. And I'm going to go over them, and I won't be swatching the colors because there's a lot of colors here. It will be such a long video. So, you know, I know that you don't want to sit here and watch an hour-long video, and frankly, making an hour-long video is hard to get up and post and all. So what I will do is I will show you the palettes, let you know how I like them or if I like them, and then if there is a particular palette in here that you would like me to swatch, just leave me a comment down below in the comment section and I will make another quick video and I will show you that palette and swatch every color. And also you can also always check on Google Images. That gives a pretty good, very good swatches for colors, or check Temptalia's site if she has the particular palette, but I would be happy to do a video showing you the swatches. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start with one of my first palettes. Now, let me just say that I'm not going to be talking about my MAC palettes because that's a whole different thing. That's like a palette that I made myself and picked the colors. And I'm also going to be doing a my favorite MAC shadows video that I've been, it's actually a tag, and I've been tagged a couple of times to do that. So this is these are my palettes without showing you the MAC palettes that I have. Okay, one of the first ones that I ever got was the Naked one, and I'll tell you the quickest story ever about this. When I first bought it in a store, I really liked it. I got it home and I started to use it, and I just thought it was filled with glitter shadows, and I didn't like the way it looked on me. I am getting older. It's just a natural thing we all do, hopefully, and so I kind of put it to the side for a long time, and then last summer I took it out again and I really started playing around with the colors, and mine came with one of those is it a dual side? No, it's just one-sided brush. I started playing around with the matte colors that are here and then combining some of the other colors, and I really started liking it. So in essence, my first impression was not good, but after I used it and played around with it, I really like this. Do I think I need another neutral palette? No, not really, because I'm more of a person that I like purples, greens, blues. I do like to use neutral colors, but not as much as I would say a lot of people do, especially here on YouTube. So this is good enough for me for now, unless I see one that just is really fabulous, like the Pro palette I'm going to show you in a second. That's a neutral palette, but it's different. Okay, so let me show you that one. Now, I'm sure you've all seen this one too, but I will open it again. The nicest thing I think about this palette, besides the colors, is I love the way they have the top matte and they have the bottom more of a shimmery color. I find that these are really good colors. They blend well, and if you can see, it's pretty well loved. And I'm very easy on my makeup. I don't go hard into the palette, so for me this looks pretty used because I'm more of a light-handed person when it comes to the shadows, or at least putting the brush into the shadows. So this has been a great palette. It's wonderful. I took this on my trip to Savannah. I used it a lot, and in fact for the day of the wedding I did a really nice smoky eye with the sable and the espresso and a little bit of the deep purple, and it turned out really nice. So yes, this is a palette that is neutral, but it's different because it has so many different matte shadows. So I really like that. The next one is a very vibrant palette, and I really like it. I'm very happy that I bought it. It's the Urban Decay Vice 2, And I love the packaging. This purple iridescent with a little bit of pink and blue is just really neat. I love this UD here with the bling color, well, silver, but still. And then you open it up. There's a very big mirror on this side that I won't show you. Comes with the brush, and the shadows are just, they're just really beautiful. There's a couple a few neutrals, a couple that are matte, and then the rest are kind of light shimmery, and then there's a couple that are very shimmery, like that black one down there. I haven't used it yet, but it looks quite shimmery. You can even see that in the camera. So this is one that I really do like. I don't think I'd ever take it traveling because if it broke, I would be really heartbroken because it's so pretty. So that is Device 2. Now this is an oldie but goodie. I actually think this was the first palette that I bought, and it was around Christmas time, maybe 3 years ago. I honestly keep this just for my collection because it is such a different shape being round. This is a Stila. It's a great product. I love that it has the what do you call it, blushers all around, and I am looking in the mirror again, not mirror, the I always forget what that is called. I say monitor, but I don't think that's right. It's just a really nice palette. It's also one that is not a travel friendly palette. I think that it would probably break and it would be hard to store. So it's mostly just, I keep it because it's really pretty. Once in a while I go into it and use it if I see that I need a color that is similar to one of these. So that is a Stila palette. Another newer one that a lot of people here on YouTube like and have is the Too Faced Chocolate. And I don't think I need to say much about this other than I was at, was it Ulta, and what they've done is they've made a new one where the colors are all the same, but the packaging isn't so thick. Now, I've never been bothered by the packaging. It doesn't seem that thick to me, but I guess a lot of people have. So they made it a little bit more compact. And so if you're looking or you're on the fence and you just didn't want to buy a bulkier palette, check out Ulta because they do have a new one that is thinner. I don't know about Sephora because I haven't been there in a while. But these colors are just, they're beautiful. There's not much more to say on that. Really love that one. Okay, here is a little neat palette by The Balm. I ordered this off of Haute Look, and it's the Shady Lady. I love the leopard print, and it comes just with eyeshadows. When I first got this, I used it all the time, and honestly, I put it away, and I haven't used it in a very long time, but it has all of the colors that I love to use. You know, it has like this, is that the pinky one? No, this is like a creamy color, and then like a light brown and a brown, and then you have a purple or a green, a blue or a green that you can put in the outer corner or outer V. Very, very nice pigmentation. I will say that there is some fallout with this particular palette, so if you do buy it off of Haute Look, I would put my eye makeup on first and then my foundation, or put like a tissue under it or something. I can't get that back on just yet. So that's the only complaint I have of that one. Okay, the next one is an all blush palette, and it's the NARS Guy Bourdin, and this was it around Christmas time that this came out? There was a palette similar that was just available at Nordstrom's, and it was the Dan Mary palette, and now it's it used to be all over eBay, but right now it's currently selling for maybe $90. But I got this one and I'm happy with it, so I don't need to try to get it anymore, but I was for the longest time. This is really nice for traveling too, or for home. I like the way it has the bronzer, which is the Laguna bronzer. It has a highlighter, and then it has 4 blushes, and you can mix all these blushes here together, and it is a beautiful, beautiful color. So that's very nice. I like NARS blushes a lot. This is a newer one. It's only maybe 2 weeks ago I bought this, and this is by Lorac, and this is their summer palette, and it is called Afterglow, and I think this is only available at Ulta, or the places that sell Ulta, or at Kohl's. Kohl's now sells Ulta and sells Lorac. Here in Florida, we still have Lorac, but in other states I've been hearing that they've been marking them down and then they're not bringing any back. So I don't know if Florida is keeping them or what. But the main reason that I love this one is that the colors are so different and they're really bright and bold. But the pigmentation in this palette isn't the best. The best color is the blue here. And I didn't really realize that when I was in the store, but most honestly, I still would have bought it because you can use basically all those colors except for maybe the gold, and maybe you could even use the gold for liners. You know, you can do a nice neutral eye and then have a really nice pop of color, or you can just use them for shadow. Real pretty. And I like the way it has like a pinky highlight and a white highlight. And you have like this side with warm tones and this one with cool tones, which is really nice when they combine those. Me, I use both cool and warm, and sometimes I combine them, but some people, they just like one or the other. Okay, getting down to the nitty-gritty. I have a Stila palette that I just used in this makeup look, so if you want to know how these shadows work, please watch that video, and it will probably be before this. This is the In the Moment. They do have 4 of these type of palettes, and they come with eye pencils, and I use that for my top lash line today. And the colors that I used are this light color here, and then this brown, and then for the outer corner here I used this dark purple, and for the bottom lash line I used this dark purple. And then the liner that came with it, I'm grabbing the wrong thing, is mixed here with a big mess. So but anyway, these palettes are really nice, and they do make a palette like this that's in a different color on the top, or all around it I should say, that is a matte palette, and the matte colors are very pretty, and you know, that might be in a giveaway coming up, maybe, you never know. Okay, 3 more palettes and we'll be done. This is a NARS palette that I actually don't use a lot. There's a French name behind it. I'm not going to even try to pronounce it. It has 2 blushers and 4 shadows. The shadows are okay. The best one is this one that's brown, and I think that's the Galapagos. Looks very similar to that. I think that's what it is. And the blushers are very nice. I don't know the colors because it doesn't say on the back, and I've forgotten. So this is probably the only palette that I have that if I had a chance to go back in time that I wouldn't have bought this, because I don't really use this hardly ever. Okay, second to last is this really pretty palette by MAC. I bought this at Nordstrom's, and this was a collaboration with an artist by the name of Rebecca Moses, and she did this really pretty print there with the eyes and the lips, and it has it on the package and then the back, and then it tells you what it has. And this is a perfect palette if you're going away and you just need to bring one palette. You have your blush, you have your eyeshadow, you can use the black or the brown for liner, and you have 2 lipsticks, and one of the lipsticks is Syrup, and the other lipstick, what color is it? Blankety. It is Blankety and Syrup. And then the blush is Mocha. And this was, they said this was the plum. This is the plum, but I think they marked it wrong because these colors don't look plum to me. They look more in the like brown family, but I still like the colors, and I do use this not often, but every once in a while I'll just see it in my little basket and take it out. Okay, the last palette is a powder palette, and this is by Soap and Glory. I received this from my beautiful friend Tracy in our last swap together. And this is really nice. It tells you on the back what the colors are and how much weight there are in them. Now it does come with a beautiful mirror, but after I had this for about a day, can't open this. There we go. I cracked the mirror. So this whole back side here is a mirror, but I'm not going to show you that because it's cracked. And here are the powders. We have a beautiful bronzer that's really more for someone that is fair to light skin. If you have medium skin, it would be more of maybe a highlight for you. Then you have a really like a beauty powder that would give you a pretty glow, and that's in a like a peachy pink. And then you have another highlighter that is a little bit more not glittery, but not shimmery, not glittery, just glowy. And this is really cute too because it has the half moon brush that's very nice and soft, and it picks up the colors really nice. I've used it a few times and I really like it. So I wouldn't take this traveling because, like I said, I broke the mirror, and even if I didn't, I would be afraid that I would. But I just love it, and I love the packaging because it has the retro little gal there from the 40s. That's probably 40s or 50s, and I love retro things, and when it shows the woman putting on her makeup, it's just really neat. The only thing is that if I'm correct, back in the 40s they didn't put on blush or powder with a big brush like that. I think they used cotton balls and stuff like that. But maybe I'm wrong, who knows. So those are my palettes, and I really enjoy a lot of them. Oh, there's one left. This is the Garden Collection, Secret Garden Collection by Ulta, and this was from summer 2 years ago. And I picked it up because I really like the vibrant, beautiful colors. The pigmentation is pretty good. Could it be better? But I still like them. They stay on a long time. And if you want to see a routine done with this, way back in the beginning of time, no, one of my first videos was a look of the day or night, whatever it was, with this. If I remember, I will try to find that and link it down below, and then you can see how these go on and how they look. And it has a little chart here to give you ideas of how to use the colors, and I really like it. And I like it too because where I live, we can wear these bright colors any time of the year, so it's not something that I would only use for the summertime. So that is my palette collection. It's not very big, but it's not very small. I do enjoy a lot of them, and like I said, there's only one that is a regret buying, and that was this NARS one. And I hate to say that because I love NARS and I think that they have beautiful products, but for some reason these shadows, the three shadows here, they just don't have any pickup, no pigmentation, and you put your brush in there and like nothing comes out, and that just ruins the whole palette for me. I wish I could figure out a way to get these blushes out and then this one and put it in a Z palette or something, and maybe I'll do that sometime. So I hope that you did enjoy this. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I so enjoyed doing this for you, and I hope to be back very soon with another video, and I'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. And sorry I keep reaching to shut it off, but my little remote needs battery. Bye.